So, in this video, we're going to be talking about Scorpio Sun in the 12th house and what this means natally. So if you have this placement, you're in the right place. With that being said, we're going to start out by explaining what the Sun means in astrology. So the Sun rules Leo in astrology, and Leo is the fixed fire sign. So fixed is the modality, and fixed signs, what that means is that there's an aspect of them that is constant. So it's a constant way of being. And fire, in this case, is about action or perception. So fixed fire is a constant way of acting, or it shows a constant way of being perceived. So that's why the Sun in astrology shows us the way that we constantly tend to act, and therefore also how our actions are perceived by others. The Sun is like our character, the role that we play, and our ego, how we see ourselves, and more importantly, how we see ourselves intrinsically to a certain extent. So how we feel that we are valuable in the world and what value we can give to others. A little bit different than Venus, which rules the other fixed sign, Taurus, one of the other fixed signs. The Sun is more so what we feel we can give to other people, and how we shine. So now, in this case, the Sun is in Scorpio and it's in the 12th house. Scorpio is a fixed water sign. So when the Sun is here, there's actually a little bit of a challenging aspect because Scorpio is square to the other fixed signs. It's square to Leo. So there's a challenging square with the Sun where since the Sun is in the sign of Scorpio, which is about secrets and hidden motives and motivation, and it's also a water sign, and water signs are about emotions, and emotions are more private. When the Sun is in Scorpio, you sometimes feel like you want to keep things more private or more secret, and that's just how you feel comfortable expressing yourself, or the way that you express yourself or act tends to be vague, or you don't reveal things directly. Like you may be indirect or secretive about your intentions or what you really mean. Like you may have a difficulty expressing things directly because you rather be more low-key. And so here's the challenge, though. The Sun shows the ego. So sometimes the ego can feel less seen when it's in Scorpio, or like you can feel like you don't get as much recognition as you deserve. That's the main challenge with Scorpio Sun. But that only feeds your drive for success, and it only feeds your motivation further. With that being said, as I was saying, fixed signs are about a constant state of being, and water is about emotion, connection, or creativity. So with the Sun being in Scorpio in the 12th house, which is about imagination and potential, can also indicate procrastination because it's the part of our chart that rules our dreams. So things that we want to do or things that we experience mentally or in our imaginations, but it doesn't indicate that we will actually do them yet. So it can show procrastination. With that being said, with the Sun being in Scorpio, which is a fixed water sign, and it's in the 12th house, you may be in a constant state of imagination. You may be very creative. You may constantly be motivated to chase your dreams, but you're just motivated by potential. And more importantly, the potential to experience new things. The natural sign that has the 12th house in Scorpio is Sagittarius. So a lot of you guys will be Scorpios, but the majority of you guys will be Sagittarius risings. And then maybe a few of you guys could be Capricorns, but very few. But people that have the Sun in the 12th house, this indicates that your subconscious is illuminated a lot of times, and in the sense that you like to think and contemplate about your subconscious mind. and about your experiences. Because the 12th house is about the subconscious. It lies behind the ascendant. You see, there's the first house, and then there's the second house, all the way up to the 12th house. And the 12th house is right before the ascendant. So it's the things that are behind our perception or beneath our perception. So with the sun here, which is illuminating this house, you got to think of it as like a big spotlight. Your subconscious is illuminated. So you think about and reflect and introspect about the mysteries of life, because Scorpio is about hidden factors, it's about secrets, it's about mysteries. So your imagination is always reflecting about those kind of things. And with the ascendant, the natural ascendant being Sagittarius, you have a desire to explore or to understand the meaning of things. So you have quite a pseudo or like contemplative mind, or like a creative mind. You're the type of person that contemplates the meaning of life and like very difficult questions, or questions that cannot be answered, because that's what Scorpio is. It's questions that can't be answered except through assumptions. But all of this drives you to experience more things. And when you experience things, you tend to reflect about what you learned and what it means. But the sun, which is in Scorpio, and the sun, which shows motivation, and Scorpio also shows motivation. Well, let me put it this way. The sun shows passion and Scorpio shows motivation, because Scorpio is ruled by Mars, and Scorpio is also the sign of desires, and it rules the values of others. So things that other people have that we may not have, or things that we share with others. With that being said, the sun is about passion. So you have a passion for what could be. And that's because your sun is in the 12th house. So you have like this imagination, and this leads you to take risks or to try new things. With that being said, I'm going to wrap up this video here because I don't want it to be too long. And I feel like I covered the majority of what I wanted to. So yeah, if you saw yourself in any way or you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to this channel. Other than that, for natal chart readings, check the link in the description to see my Patreon page where I post other content. Then what I do on here, like I post videos that don't come out on YouTube. And from time to time I'll do that. But for the most part, my Patreon is for those that want to support this channel financially. And also I do a free natal chart reading for each one of my subscribers. So definitely check that out if that interests you. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys sometime soon in another video. Peace.